are going to speak.
Courage. This one word is all it takes. For if you have courage enough to start, you surely will have power enough to achieve. A very good morning to our guest of honor, judges for the event, Honorable Director Sir, respected Principal Sir, Headmistress Ma'am, Senior Coordinator Ma'am, all the coordinators, mentors and students from all the esteemed institutions who are connected to us via this online platform. We welcome you to the felicitation ceremony of Bal Bhavan Public Schools Tinkerfest 2020. Create, make and play. Themed UN's Sustainable Development Goals with special emphasis on water conservation, climatic change and corona warriors. Well, before moving ahead, I would like to congratulate all the participating schools, their mentors and the students for such enthusiastic participation. Every project is unique and leads us to a vision of a better future. Once again, the team of Bal Bhavan congratulates all the participants.
It is also an immense pleasure for us to welcome our chief guest for the day, Dr. Subhash Chandra, a dynamic personality with an extensive experience in the field of education, currently serving as the Assistant Professor at the Department of Education, University of Delhi. He has been associated with renowned institutions such as Lady Irwin College, Cluster Innovation Center, KRCHE, and many more. Sir, it is a pleasure to have you with us today.
Along with, I would also take the opportunity to introduce our esteemed judges for the event. We have with us today Ms. Vandana Nagal, a multifaceted personality who has made a pioneering impression in the field of nanoscience and nanotechnology, currently pursuing her PhD from Jamia Millia Islamia under the supervision of Dr. Aurangzeb Khurram Hafiz. Ms. Nagal has been associated with programs such as Indian Nano Electronics User Program (INUP) and a series of conferences concerning her area of expertise. Already an experienced lecturer of BSc in the subject of physics, she has an influence beyond compare. Ma'am, we are pleased to have you with us. Next in the panel of our judges, we have Ms. Navjoti Bhura, a vibrant personality who plans to introduce a major breakthrough in the field of nanoscience and nanotechnology, currently pursuing her PhD from Jamia Millia Islamia University. She is the second prize winner at the National Conference themed Role of Meghnad Shah in Growth of Physics. She has already released two of her research papers in AIP proceedings at International Conference on Advanced Materials 2019. Ma'am, we are honored at your presence. Friends, Atal Tinkering Lab set up by Niti Aayog aims at introducing a specific change during the students' academic grooming in the schools. An idea extremely close to the National Education Policy 2020 with specific heed paid by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. This project focuses at sowing the seeds of curiosity later to flower in the field in the form of scientific temperament leading to create, and that's why the program is called STEM, for it strengthens the very foundation. A, a purpose which is very close to the vision and the mission of our school. For at Bal Bhavan, we believe in exposing our students to what lies in the reserve of future. Our Atal Tinkering Arena has been successfully stimulating an environment of vibrance where young minds do get their hands on possibilities, shaping not only their academics but their lives. In order to give you all an insight to the basic idea behind this initiative, I would like to tell you about a visionary, the person who started with what we often call impossible. But what he left as his legacy today we all know as Bal Bhavan. My friend Sri G.C. Laganji, founder chairman of the school, turned his dream into that thriving reality which is set on a voyage, transcending mundane into wonder. And his dreams were as noble as his lifestyle. Beyond the rat race, he made a humble abode for the required goodness in the society, and obviously, greatness followed his honest effort. This legacy is thereon carried under the skilled craftsmanship of school director, Honorable Shri B.B. Gupta ji, who emphasized on carving values and character, embossing the school's philosophy of goodness before greatness. It further took the wings with the ardent and selfless efforts of the torchbearer, principal of the institution, Mr. Vivid Gupta, an edu leader whose buoyant perception and innovative approach has changed the fate and face of the school, and most important, the change in the perception to look at challenges.
As a team, our mentors aim to explore the possibilities, grooming individuals who possess 21st century learner skills and values to keep us grounded at the same time. As students, we are encouraged to discover the best version of ourselves, to be able to develop as global citizens who are sensitive towards the need of humanity, the ultimate loyalty, cradling the hope of a better and comprehensive society. Equipped with resources and technological fronts that suffices the exigent demands of the day, especially in the times of this pandemic when we are aiming towards an information intensive society and the whole world is relying on the technological tools. We at Bal Bhavan are taught to practice empathy and care while promoting this idea through our creativity and innovation, being at power with the world outside.
Today, we present to you an initiative which for sure targets unique scientific temperament, but at the same time tickles the vibrance of those evolving technologies, which can contribute our share in country's growth and development. And that's what the aim of education is. No products on assembly line, but the power to question, ponder, research, and create. So let's begin the event celebrating the spirit of uniqueness. I feel proud to inform you that the Inter-School Tinkerfest 2020 turned out to be a huge success with about 24 projects from 16 esteemed institutions. So let's have a look at the names of all those prestigious schools who made this event worth it.
Gauri ma'am, please can you check the audio?
again like to thank all the participating schools for turning up with their entries and share of ideas. I would like to inform you that the scratch presentations and app designs we received left the panel of judges awestruck. The presentations were judged and analyzed on various parameters, and it was a tough call to be able to come up with the final selections. Let me put down in front of you the judgment criteria which were employed in. Each entry was judged out of a total score of 40 with four parameters carrying 10 marks each. They included first, confidence and clarity, second, innovation, third, adherence to the theme, and fourth, practicality. Thus, it was ensured that the best selected projects clear past these criterions to be chosen as the best of all. However, we will be revealing the results at the end, so you will have to wait for it.
I am a dream waiting to be realized. I am a gleam that stays in the eye. I am a journey that explores to transcend. Keep me in your eyes and you will ascend. Well, I'm pretty sure that such will be the words if a dream could speak. Celebrating the spirit which was followed by greatness and gave us the miracles of the day, we present to you a special poetic performance by Spandan Bandyopadhyay of class 12th for a perfect beginning to this dedicated journey of dreams where diligence and self-motivation is the driving force.
आप सभी को मेरा नमन, वंदन, अभिवादन। आज जो कविता मैं आपके समक्ष प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूं, उस कविता का एक एक शब्द मैं समर्पित करता हूं आधुनिक युग के उन सभी कल्पनाशील व्यक्तित्वों को जिनके कारण हम एक उज्जवल भविष्य की ओर अग्रसर हो रहे हैं। तो प्रस्तुत है मेरी कविता अटल लक्ष्य अटल सत्य। ये लक्ष्य है अटल सत्य का, सत्य का निर्भीक तथ्य का। ये लक्ष्य है अटल सत्य का, सत्य का निर्भीक तथ्य का। जीवन की राह में जो छूट गए विषय हमसे, दृढ़ निश्चय है उन्हें संपन्न करने का। ये लक्ष्य है अटल सत्य का, सत्य का निर्भीक तथ्य का। शिक्षा जीवन का है विस्तार, शिक्षा जीवन का है विस्तार, जो नवनिर्माण का बनती आधार। शिक्षा ने ही दिया है हमें नए नए आविष्कारों का संसार। दृश्य दृष्टा ना भेद है कुछ, दृश्य दृष्टा ना भेद है कुछ, ये तो है केवल मन का भ्रम जाल। मन को यदि सशक्त कर ले हम, मन को यदि सशक्त कर ले हम, सीखे स्वयं की त्रुटियों से, बने समाज में एक मिसाल। कूप मंडूक, कूप मंडूक सदा ही अंतर्मुखी कहलाते हैं। जिसमें होती ज्ञान की अटल शक्ति, वही जीवन कोई मुकाम पाते हैं। जब शून्य की पहचान दी हमने, जब शून्य की पहचान दी हमने, जब विश्व शांति का ज्ञान दिया हमने, तो फिर क्यों पीछे रह जाए हम। है सोच अटल, विचार अटल, पहचान नहीं बनाएंगे हम। आज समय आ पहुंचा है स्वयं कठिन समय में, तो फिर क्यों ना नया कुछ काम करे। जल बचाए, जीवन सजाए, इस अटल सत्य का गुणगान करे। यदि वातावरण बिगड़ा है हमसे, यदि वातावरण बिगड़ा है हमसे, तो उसे संतुलित भी हम बनाए। अटल कार्य करे कुछ ऐसा, मां पृथ्वी का उपकार हम चुकाए। अटल कार्य करे कुछ ऐसा, मां पृथ्वी का उपकार हम चुकाए। संकटों के बादल घिरे किसी भी रूप में, अटल होकर हर रोग को दूर हम भगाए। यदि मन में हो दृढ़ निश्चय, शुद्ध संकल्प और विश्वास, तो पूरी होती सदैव आगे बढ़ने की हर आस। शिक्षा, संघर्ष, जिज्ञासा, शिक्षा, संघर्ष, जिज्ञासा, इन शब्दों का परस्पर गहरा नाता। नीति आयोग ने जोड़ा अटल नव प्रवर्तन मिशन का एक एक धागा। हमारी भी हो पहचान विशिष्ट, प्रमाण विशिष्ट, सम्मान विशिष्ट। अटल नव प्रवर्तन की राह से जुड़कर अब होगा अपना नवनिर्माण विशिष्ट, अब होगा अपना नवनिर्माण विशिष्ट। सत्य है कि जीवन में आगे वही बढ़ता है, जो खोता है वही कुछ पाता है, जो बदलता है प्राप्त अवसरों को, जो बदलता है प्राप्त अवसरों को, वही जीवन में कुछ कर दिखाता है। लक्ष्य भेदना हर कोई चाहता है, ऊंची उड़ान भरना हर कोई चाहता है, सपनों पर पंख लगाना हर कोई चाहता है, पर सपने पूरे होते वही देख पाता है जो अटल सोच और अटल ज्ञान से आगे बढ़ता जाता है। यही उचित समय है जिसमें तुम कुछ कर सकते हो। नन्हे वैज्ञानिक हो भले, पर आविष्कार नए और बड़े कर सकते हो। बिखरे निराश जन मानस में नई चेतना तुम भर सकते हो। नई आस, नई विचार, नई सोच से नवश्वास भर सकते हो। बस यदि हो स्वयं में अटल विश्वास, जीतने की हो अटल आस, निरंतर होता रहे अटल प्रयास, क्योंकि अटल प्रवर्तन मिशन है छात्र जीवन में बहुत खास, क्योंकि अटल प्रवर्तन मिशन है छात्र जीवन में बहुत खास। इसलिए याद रखो, ये लक्ष्य है अटल सत्य का, सत्य का निर्भीक तथ्य का, सत्य का निर्भीक तथ्य का। धन्यवाद।
Beautiful performance. It surely fills us with a sense of pride and nurtures the very spirit of creativity amongst those whom we consider the future of the society. This poetry is a tribute to all those who not only mark their names in the pages of history but also inspired us for infinity. A tribute to initiatives which will forever keep the motivation to create extraordinary intact. Now, before we move any further, I would humbly request Ms. Vandana to please share her observations and experience of the projects she came across while finalizing her judgment. Ma'am, please.
Hello, am I audible? Hello. Hello. Good morning, everyone. It's a great pleasure for me to be a part of this Tinkerfest. I'm very thankful to Bal Bhavan Public School for having me here. Judgment is always a tough task, and that becomes more tough when you have such a young talent in front of you. All the students have done a tremendous task. In fact, it's a very fruitful session for me to learn many innovative ideas from the young talent. Because of COVID, as we know, we all suffer a lot. As we know, medication is still under research. So only the precautions can be the only solution for the things. Only maintaining distance, like only proper medication, proper masking and sanitization can only save the human beings. By seeing all the videos, I noticed young children are so much actively understanding the situation, this crucial situation, and itself a very great thing for the children to understand this thing, and for the new India. It's a need of our art to organize such competition to boost up the country talent. Staying home and doing all these things, from my side, it's a big round of applause to the young children's parents, because of them all these things can be possible, as all the children are staying at home. So they have to do both the things. They manage their kids and doing their education at the proper level. So that's a very great thing for them. All the apps provide a lot of information and presenting very clearly about the need of water conservation, climate change, and the awareness about the COVID. So from my side, keep this spark for the future, and all the very best for the young talent. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you, ma'am, for your enlightening words. We are sure that this was a unique experience for you, worth being a part of. Thank you, ma'am, once again for being a part of this evening. Science, as we understand this term to be, is not limited to a specific sphere, but it is connected to our daily lives. If we observe minutely, science is all around us. It's part of your lives, and that's why it's the source of newness. A specific subject or a topic can have finite boundaries, but life is ever growing. Let me give you an example. Do you know that Dr. C.V. Raman, who won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1930, was the first to discover harmonic nature of the sounds produced by Indian drums? I mean, something that's part of our routine celebration brought a major breakthrough in the world of science. And all it needed was a unique perception, exactly the thing which this event aims to trigger. When we say that the world needs to be a better place, then it's not a vague statement. For canons like Atal Bihari Vajpayee and APJ Abdul Kalam ji realize that if Dr. Homi J. Baba can envision the use of nuclear program and the atomic reactor to reduce poverty, then the country has so much in reserve. And this Tinkerfest celebrates this very spirit. On this note, I now invite our very own PGT Chemistry, Mr. Rahul Vadera, on stage to demonstrate the miracles of science. Miracles which often lay covered in the shrouds of mystic will be decoded. Sir, please.
Good morning, guests, principal sir, director sir, and all my students and teachers. Uh, First of all, I congratulate all of you to be a part of this event. And before I start with activity, I would like to tell you something about innovation, invention, and discovery. That's very important. You see, Atal Tinkering Lab and all these kind of things which are a part of actually innovation, where we apply the discovered concepts, but it is equally important to discover the concepts first. So I'm thankful to Newton, Michael Faraday, Albert Einstein. Because of their theories, today we are sitting here using mobile phone, laptop. I tell you one simple example before I move ahead about the innovation, invention, and discovery. You see, electromagnetic radiation was discovered by Maxwell, and that electromagnetic radiation is the concept, it's the discovery that actually it exists. It has some physical phenomena. By using electromagnetic radiation, we have discovered, we actually invented mobile phone, telephone. Now by using the telephone or mobile phone, we are doing banking, we are taking selfie, we are editing videos. Now that is innovation. So discovery, invention and innovation will go hand in hand. So whatever experiment I do today, they are very, very basic physics experiments. Like for example, I'm having hairband in my hand. I hope it is visible to all of you. Now, in the last, I'll ask you something, but first you look at this hairband and I'm going to place it on the finger of my tape. And you can see that it is actually placed very clearly. You see that? And now I ask you, I give you some time to think about it, why it happened. I give you a simple, analogy behind it. It has a center of mass, which is related to it. Now I do another experiment before we move ahead. This is a syringe filled with some amount of water. You see, I'm going to boil this water at room temperature. Generally, we know that the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius or 373.15 Kelvin, right? But I'm going to boil it at room temperature. And then I'll ask you one question. What is the importance of wearing a space suit when an astronaut go in the space? How it is related to this syringe and water? Look at this. And please tell me whether you see it boiling or not. You see, there are droplets coming up. Can you see that? The water start boiling? See that? Right? I show you again.
Yes, absolutely.
Increasing the pressure, the atmospheric pressure and the vapor pressure become equal, and that's why the water start boiling. You see that? Start boiling. Now I ask you one question. Why astronaut wear spacesuit? On the basis of this experiment only you can explain it. When you go in the space with zero gravity and no pressure, external pressure is zero, what will happen? Is the blood pressure remain same? No, not at all. So that is the application. So it's a very small experiment I did, and on the basis of what you can explain many phenomena. Like I give you one more example. I'm having this dish with me, placed with a sticky material, and have 3 matchsticks on it, and I'm going to pour some liquid material into it. I've shown it other times also to my student. This is a very simple phenomena. Now I ask you to explain yourself why the water is raising up. I'm just lightening up these matchsticks. I hope it is visible to all of you. And now I'm going to put a boiling tube on it. Now you can see that the water has raised in the boiling tube without any efforts. Can you see that? It has raised up to some height, right? So you have to ask, what is the use of this activity in our daily life? That is utter tinkering there. That is what tinkering is all about. That is what creativity is all about. I show you one more important phenomena which is related to surface tension. Now I have a glass of water and a piece of paper. Now question is that, am I able to stick this piece of water on this glass? If the surface phenomena is correct, then it has to stick, otherwise it will fall down. Look at this. Look at this. A small piece of paper sticked on the surface of the water because of the surface tension. You know, there are so many aquatic and marine lives. They use this phenomena of surface tension for their sustainability. If you want to become, another biologist, you want to save some species like lion tail macaque, or maybe, particularly aquatic life, if we talk about, we have the leatherback turtle. Leatherback turtle is going to extinct very soon. It is the turtle whose weight is about 200 kgs. It lays down around 200 eggs at a time. But because of the pollution increases, the biological oxygen demand is increasing in the marine life. That is the reason why we are actually losing them. Can we do something for them innovatively, creatively, so that we can save them for our upcoming generations? So that is what tinkering is all about. I hope these small experiments will somewhere increase the scientific temperament in you. And in the last, did you get the answer of this? Wherever you place on your finger, you realize actually it will actually placed very clearly. You see that without any fall down or something, even from the edge as well. Now ask yourself why it is happening. Look at this. Okay, because its center actually lying somewhere here, which is equidistant from everywhere. That's why this is happening. Now you break down it into 2 pieces. You can't place it now. You see that? Because the center of mass has changed. That's all from my side. Thank you very much.
And that was a splendid performance. I'm pretty sure our virtual audience would definitely be applauding it. Sir, we thank you once again for your charismatic performance.
Well, coming back to the matter of concern, we would like to take you back on a serious issue. As mentioned amongst the UN Sustainable Development Goals, conservation and preservation of water is one of the prime ones. Do you know why? It's because 70% of India's water supply is contaminated. 75% of households in India do not have drinking water on their premises, while 84% rural homes in India do not have access to piped water. The water scarcity is not just a scarcity, but a universal crisis. And that's the reason why initiatives such as Untitled Tinkering Labs were taken, so that groundwork can be done to get creative solutions to problems such as these. Hope of which lies in young talents like you. For these issues are truly a concern beyond measure. And being the change makers, it is us who will have to take steps towards it. Help us take a thought at the situation, we present an innocent appeal from a tiny tot, Yesha Gulati from 4th Standard.
अगर यूं ही बर्बाद होता रहा पानी तो ढूंढती रह जाओगी गूगल में भरा, जिसे तुम अभी तक न समझे मैं हूँ वो कहानी। मैं हूँ नलमल की वो पानी की आखिरी बूंद। चलो सुनाता हूँ मैं अपनी मुँह ज़बानी। लगा था कभी इस नल में भी बूंदों का मेला, उसी नल में आज मैं हो गया बिल्कुल अकेला। पहले था इस नल में पानी का अनलिमिटेड प्रेशर, आज तो इसकी लाइफ बनकर रह गई खुद ही एक ट्रेजर। नदी से कुआं, कुएं से नल, नल से बोतल में मैं समाता जा रहा हूँ। पहले तो देने को था निशुल्क प्यार मेरे पास, अब तो मैं खुद ही विद जीएसटी बेचा जा रहा हूँ। जल्द ही लोग बोलेंगे रेस्ट इन पीस, ये नल तो बस बनकर रह जाएंगे घरों के शो पीस। सुना तो था कि जल ही जीवन है, पर आज मांग रहा जल अपना ही जीवन है। चैन से सोना है तो जाग जाओ, चेन्नई वालों की तरह मुझे बचाने का तरीका अपनाओ। मैं कोई ऐप नहीं जो हो जाऊंगा अपडेट, मुझे बचाने के लिए मत हो जाना लेट। ए इंसान, पानी भी अपना आक्रोश दिखा रहा है, तुझ तक पहुंचने से पहले वे सूखता ही जा रहा है। धरती भी अब बूंद बूंद को तरस रही है, होने पर भी वर्षा प्यास उसकी कहां बुझ रही है। तो क्यों क्यों बंद कर दिए रास्ते में अंडरग्राउंड जाने के, जबकि पता है आपको सारे नियम मुझे बचाने के। पानी बचाकर अपने बच्चों का भविष्य बचा लो, करा तो रहे हैं लाइफ इंश्योरेंस उनका, कोई तो आगे बढ़कर इसका भी हल निकालो। मिली है राहत कुछ इस बात की कि बढ़ रही है लोगों में जागरूकता, लगा रहे हैं बावली जगह जगह जिसमें है बारिश का पानी रुकता। आओ जुट जाए एकजुट होकर इस मिशन में, जो स्वच्छ होगा जल तभी होगी तरक्की अपने देश में। आओ बूंद बूंद बचाकर कर ले अपना जीवन साकार, आने वाले कल को दे एक नया आकार। उम्मीद करता हूँ मेरी बातों ने आप पे गौर फरमाया होगा, मुझे बचाने का कोई तो उपाय आपको याद आया होगा। चलो आओ इस अंत के साथ करते हैं एक नई शुरुआत, बढ़ा के बेहतर कल, मिलाकर हाथों में हाथ, मिलाकर हाथ में हाथ। धन्यवाद, आपका दिन शुभ हो।
That was a beautiful appeal. These innocent words conveyed a message which we ought to have realized a long time back. In parody to this beautiful presentation, I now would call for a musical presentation leading to a meaningful conclusion before we move ahead with our further programs.
सजा तो क्यों है आज सहमा सहमा पानी, ये चुपचाप पानी क्यों? चलो बदल दे कहानी कहानी, बचा ले निशान हम। पूछेगी धरती तब कहाँ थे तुम, नदी दूर थी तब कहाँ थे तुम। सोचना और पानी हमको बचानी है जिंदगानी।
I am a drop of magic, a sight of wonder. Your existence is defined by me. Never took pride, for that's not me. But today I suffer, for you averted your humanity. Save me before it's too late, for it is the sanity. I wonder that today this will be the story of every water droplet that we waste due to our ignorance towards the alarming concern of water conservation. The song gave us a strong message which we all must ponder upon.
Truly said, Tanvi. I couldn't agree with you more. Well, moving forward, since you have been such a great virtual audience, let's have a small activity for all of you. Let me tell you that this small activity is going to tickle your curiosity and will awaken the scientific spirit inside you. I now request all our virtual audience to open the website kahoot.it, KAHOOT.it, and enter the game code reflected on your screens right now, followed by your name to get into the game. We request you to hurry up, for once we start the quiz, no entry to the game will be allowed. After entering the quiz, you will be able to see the questions and the options here on the screen, while you can select your choice through the color code on the other device you have entered with. You can also use the system by keeping two windows active simultaneously. We request you all to hurry up. Okay, so here we have our first 25 participants with us. That's quick. Thank you for your enthusiasm.
I think we're more than 200. Let's start.
So here we are having first question of the quiz. In which year was the ozone hole detected? Option 1, 1985. Option 2, 1989. Option 3, 1987. And option 4, 1989. The correct answer is option A, 1985. The second question. Dash was the town of South Africa which declared day zero on the crisis of water. Option A, Durban. Option 2, Cape Town. Option 3, Pretoria. And option 4, Sao Paulo. The correct answer is option 2, Cape Town. Question 3. On which date the World Health Organization recognized to celebrate the World Tuberculosis Day? Option 1, 24 March. Option 2, 24 April. Option 3, 7 April. And option 4, 14 November. The correct answer is option 1, 24 March. Question 4. Dash is a technique of reducing noise pollution by planting 4 to 6 rows around the populated areas or noisy places. Option 1, green muffler. Option 2, tree buffering. Option 3, noise blocking. And option 4, muffler. The correct answer is option A, green muffler. Question 5. Higher temperatures are not affecting the length of seasons. Option A, yes, and option B, no. The correct answer is option B, no. Question 6. The cyclone that hit eastern Indian state and neighboring Bangladesh. Option A, Cyclone Amphan, and option 2, Cyclone Nirwan. The correct answer is option A, Cyclone Amphan. Question 7. The dash virus is responsible for COVID-19. Option A, Fossa virus A. Option B, Spirilla. Option 3, SARS-CoV-2. And option D, antivirus B. The correct answer is SARS-CoV-2. Option C. Question 8. The device used to detect the ozone hole. Option 1, Dobson spectrophotometer. Option 2, UV-VIS spectrophotometer. Option 3, ozone spectrophotometer. And option D, infraspectrophotometer. The correct answer is option A, Dobson spectrophotometer. Question 9. The most polluted river of the world is dash. A, Ganga. B, Manstanta Petroleum. C, Buri Ganga River. And D, Sitaram River. The correct answer is D, Sitaram River. Question 10. On Worldometer list, the country which has the maximum number of corona cases. Option A, Mexico. Option B, India. Option C, United States. And option D, Italy. The correct answer is option C, United States. So here we are having the list of our winners. The third position is grabbed by Yuvani Singh. The second position is grabbed by Krish Singh. And the first position, the winner of our quiz, is Ashwin. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you for your responses and enthusiasm. We are really lucky to have an audience such as you. We hope that you like this little effort of our team. Now, before moving any further, I would like to invite Ms. Navjoti Bhura to enlighten us with her experience of the event and the presentations she came across while the judgment was undergoing. Ma'am, please.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm feeling very honored to be a part of this competition and really astonished and also very happy to see you people being so innovative and full of enthusiasm. Each of you did a very great job, and best part is you are thinking towards the betterment of India. And the best, all these apps are definitely a great step towards new India, a young India. I'm hoping you people keep moving forward with this attitude. In this corona situation, I wish you people stay safe and healthy and keep doing good work. I'm very thankful to the fraternity of Bal Bhavan Public School to invite me as a judge and provide me opportunity. Thank you and all the best for your results.
Thank you, ma'am. Your words are surely encouraging. Your presence itself is a great inspiration to our participants and the audience listening to you. I thank you once again.
Friends, I'm sure that by looking at the theme of the event, you would surely have realized the special emphasis which was made at the SDG goals of United Nations. It is because when we say that the world needs to come up with the solutions to the alarming problems, then these three comes up with great emergency at hand. And what better platform than a Tinkerfest, where an idea.
Switch on your camera, beta.
I'm so sorry, there was some network issue. So what I was saying is that it is because that when we say the world needs to come up with the solutions to the alarming problems, then these three comes up with great emergency at hand. And what better platform than a Tinkerfest, where an idea can bring a revolution.
Since none of us can deny the wave of horror created by the pandemic this year, which continues till date, no wonder what future has in reserve. While rapid climatic changes and water scarcity poses a dark threat for the coming future too, we at Bal Bhavan believe in keeping our students in the loop, where they stay aware of these environmental concerns while at the same time realize that their share of efforts can contribute to resolve a threat in future. It's but a part of our regular routine, from the tiny tots to the flowering senior lot of the institution. In order to give you a glimpse of some of these initiatives, we bring to you a small presentation of these efforts before moving to the final segment of the event. Can we have the presentations, please?
जिंदगी की तरफ एक और कदम बढ़ाना है, मिलजुल कर एक दूसरे का साथ निभाना है। नियति ये कहती है और इतिहास भी गवाह है, रुक जा कर ले सबर, जहाँ चाह है वहाँ राह है। इस महामारी रूपी अंधेरे को हम साथ मिलकर मिटाएंगे। जब भी मिलेंगे अपनों से करेंगे नमस्ते, मास्क चेहरे पर लगाएंगे। मिलकर हम ढाल बन जाएंगे, फिर से नया सवेरा हम सब लाएंगे। माना रुक सी गई है जिंदगी, पर फिर से ये दौड़ेगी। ये दो पल की रुकावट के लिए खेद है, फिर से ये पटरी पर दौड़ेगी। हर मुश्किल को आसान बनाएंगे, इस कोरोना को हम मिलकर हराएंगे। नियति कहती है और इतिहास भी गवाह है, जहाँ चाह है वहाँ राह है, जहाँ चाह है वहाँ राह है।
and performing मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे। चलो मिलकर एक शुरुआत करें, चलो एक फैसला आज करें। मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे। मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को
taught the world that our roots are the source to our greatness. Spirit of wonder wrapped up in nobility is what features Bharat. I hope this presentation must have reaffirmed your belief in yourself. If you wish, you can be the agents of change.
Well, now, as promised, let's proceed towards the final segment of the event. I now take this opportunity to invite our chief guest to take the charge and enlighten us with his golden words. For his experience, if for sure to fill us with confidence and inspiration that we seek at occasions such as these. Along with this, I would also request our chief guest to announce the final results of Inter-School Tinkerfest 2020, the much-awaited announcement of the event. So, please.
Thank you so much for the invitation and good morning to all of you, and indeed a wonderful morning. And it was such a joyful event for me in such a depressing time maybe, but when you see students and when you see students performance, it's like a new energy which comes to you, and it was wonderful to see the kind of the expression students have shown today. And starting with the wonderful poem, I was so impressed with the poem that I was thinking that what next, but every performance after that, every dance, every song which came was wonderful, and it showed not just the talent which the students have, it also shows the kind of work teachers have done, because students grow, develop because of so many others who are working with them. And I must congratulate all the teachers who have worked, and I must congratulate all the presenters for today. And now coming back to the event. First of all, congratulations to all the participants, because this kind of activity is demands a lot of thinking. It is not something which comes naturally and which is available everywhere. There has to be a lot of effort, and every participant who has shared his or her work, every school, every teacher who has worked behind that that presentation, there is a lot of thinking. I'm sure they must have given hours of reflection, hours of exploration, and then coming to an idea and then working on that idea. And that is why all the participants deserve a big congratulations. And participating in itself, the process in itself is your success. So I will come to the result, because result is something which I think you're waiting for. But then before that, I thought I will share some of the things which I was able to able to gather from what I was able to observe. So you want me to declare the result first, or I can see the result declaration slide here. So
you can probably start with the results, sir.
Yes, okay. I will declare the result first. Okay. In the Tinkerfest results, the first competition of story making, and I could see wonderful presentations there. The third position for story making in Scratch goes to Vihan and Aryav Sareen from KR Mangalam World School, Vaishali. The theme was climate change. Topic was Vinovo. Wonderful. Congratulations to Vihan and Aryav. A big congratulations to you. Third position. Third position is shared by Kanishka Biduri and Simone Singh from GD Goenka Public School, Sarita Vihar, Delhi. The theme was healthcare, Corona warriors, and topic was Corona warriors, superheroes do exist. Wonderful topic and wonderful performance. Kanishka and Simone, big congratulations to you. The second position, Shaksham Jain and Utkarsh Gaur from Little Flowers Public Senior Secondary School. Theme was Healthcare Corona Warriors and topic was Game on COVID-19 Prevention. Big congratulations to Saksham and Utkarsh for second position. And the first position. Now the first position. First position is, as you can see, Dushyant Bharadwaj and Shantanu Sharma from Evergreen Public School. Theme Healthcare Corona Warriors. Project topic Corona Killers. Wonderful. Congratulations to Dushyant and Shantanu. A big congratulations. Competition was Android app making, and third position goes to Gayatri and Rishita Bafna from LK Singhania Education Center, Gotan, Rajasthan. So we have students from other state also. Wonderful. Big congratulations to Gayatri and Rishita for participation and getting third app making. Wonderful. Second, Ansh Jain and Ridhima Sharma, School Evergreen Public School, Delhi. Theme Climate Change, Project Environment. Oh, big congratulations to Ansh and Ridhima for the second position. And now comes first position. Shared because actually the host school also is there on first position. So the first position is shared by Priyanshu Pandey and Ansh Singh from Bal Bhavan Public School, Mayur Vihar. Theme Healthcare Warriors and project topic is COVID app. Wonderful. Congratulations Priyanshu and Ansh. And as it's the host school, so I think the first position also shared with the set of participants. Yash Mittal and Ashima Kalra from DAV Public School, Gurugram. Congratulations to Yash and Ashima. Wonderful, wonderful performance to all the positions and all the participants who have achieved first, second, third, and also to others who have participated and whose name is not listed here. So again, thank you for all the participants. But I think one of the most important aspects of holding this competition is promoting innovation, as everybody has been emphasizing here in their poems, dance, and even by the teacher who Rahulji, who showed wonderful activities. He also emphasized on a wonderful idea, and the idea is creative thinking. See, creativity and problem solving, both the things go hand in hand, and we have to understand that creativity and problem solving should be contextualized. And when I'm saying contextualized, it is important that we think about the present context. We think about the future, because if we do not think about the context, we'll not be able to see the challenges, the issues which we are facing around us. And in our country, it has been a problem in last 2-3 decades. We have become more service oriented, and we have been, we have let that that creative streak in our students, in our education system. And with this new education policy, we are going to see a lot of changes. And this new education policy also brings a wonderful change in terms of how we see education. and how we see our youngsters developing, our young learners thinking about their environment, thinking about their society, because that is the most important thing, you see. Because if we do not focus on the challenges around us, around in our society, and when I'm saying our society, it is not just the local aspect of the context, it is also the national aspect. And when you go from national to global aspect, because you see right now this pandemic is a global, has become a global pandemic. It started internationally from somewhere else, and now it is so local. See, the virus has reached from somewhere else, following a different path, and reached our locality everywhere, our homes also. So it is important that, you know, we should not feel that anything which is local is cannot go global, and anything which is global cannot be seen locally. Everything is connected, and it is important as a learner that you think about these things. These you are encouraged by your teachers, by your curriculum, by the teaching methodologies which are there, to think about these possibilities. And Atal tinkering labs which were established, and then this the idea of tinkering, this was basically to you know, consciously in help the students, motivate the schools to work on innovations. Okay, and this innovation has to be in sync with the needs, challenges of the society. So my suggestion and again, my I urge all the participants who are there, because you are the most important pillars for our country. I urge you to go beyond thinking about getting positions in festivals, because I'm sure you are thinking about doing something meaningful to the society. The idea is doing something meaningful to people who are around you, because once your work is meaningful, it is going to be in demand also. Because this tinkering lab, this the whole idea is brings another idea of entrepreneurship, and because we are talking about students who will be successful uh, beyond their schools also. So you have to relate with the topic, with the context, and think about a wonderful presentation, because your idea should reach the society. Take the problems and challenges from the society, work on them, work in team, work for solution, take guidance from your teachers, and go back to the society. Share with the society. Communication is equally important, because if you are able to communicate, then only your idea, your innovation will reach to a larger public. That is when it is meaningful. If you have taken a problem, if you have worked on it, and your idea is wonderful, but if it does not reach a larger audience, if it does not reach to the people for whom it meant to, it will not be meaningful. So to make things meaningful, work on this, because as it was there in Spandan's poem also, Gyan hi Shakti hai, but Shakti has to be used for upliftment of the people, for the upliftment of the society. Then only it will be meaningful to you also. And with this, I again thank the hosts, thank the principal, thank the organizers for inviting me to be part of this event. And it was wonderful to see students, to see the comparers holding the show together. Wonderful confidence showed by you students. Congratulations to you also, and all the participants. It was wonderful to see their work, and I'm sure you will be you will be the future of our country. You will be doing very good in your schools as well as in the society. Big congratulations to the teachers, organizers, and the students. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations to all the winners. Your ideas are what will be the game changers in future. Stay a believer and keep dreaming with open eyes, turning them into reality. We also congratulate all the participants once again for their arduous efforts. A true voyager is never worried about the storms, as every daring step is bound to be followed by challenges, past which lies victory. Well, such are the words of our edu leader, whom I would invite at this point to inspire us and our audience. It is because of his extraordinary perceptions that events such as these could take their final shape. So please welcome our Honorable Principal, Mr. Vivid Gupta. Sir, please.
Thank you, Akshita, for those humble words. I'm really happy to be here amongst all of you. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Director Sir, Headmistress Ma'am, Subhash, Dr. Subhash, the reputed judges, my colleagues, students, and their parents. It's an honor to have you, Dr. Subhash, here with us this afternoon. Coming from the Department of Education, Delhi University, I feel that the words that you have spoken, the way you have actually given us the entire meaning of what adult tinkering actually means, it's really incredible. And I believe that the students, the viewers, whosoever has heard you this afternoon, they've understood the idea behind Niti Aayog's initiation of investing into adult tinkering labs in the schools. Thank you so much here, sir, once again. I take this opportunity to thank the Almighty, who has been kind enough on all of us to, move ahead, try new things, explore new things with these young children, and ensure that we pave a good way for all of them. I take this humble opportunity to bow down in the lotus feet of our late chairman, Sir Shri G.C. Laganji, who had a vision to create, young minds and young talents and nurture them in a direction that this, vision of Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, of initiating adult tinkering labs via Niti Aayog in the schools. I believe that his vision is absolutely in sync with what our late founder, Chairman Sir, used to believe in. I take this opportunity to thank our mentor, our guide, the philosopher, Honorable Director Sir, for always motivating us and being a great support behind the scenes. And sir, with your presence, we always have felt that we can do anything in the world, and our students can go places and can turn things upside down and for the betterment and not for the worse. So I think the idea of the tinkering that the school is now following under the flagship of Niti Aayog, you have been, one such person who has always spearheaded the innovation and creativity among students. Thank you so very much, sir, for always supporting us in our causes. I take this opportunity to thank both the judges, Miss Vandana and Miss Navjoti, for sparing out their valuable time and ensuring that the judgment is done. And I know that the judgment for these wonderful projects that these students from different schools, from different parts of the country have put up, it's really challenging. And sometimes, we get baffled when we see the work that, such wonderful ideas when we see on floor, it's really very difficult to decide who's the best. So I think and I believe that as Dr. Subhash has also mentioned in his address, that doing something meaningful for the society should be the aim, and not just participating in the festivals and winning the competitions. So I believe with that note, our participating schools will ensure that they keep participating, keep putting in their efforts, and ensure that the world that we are living in becomes a good human place for all the living beings to be, and ensure that we are moving ahead with the idea of sensitivity towards all living beings and creatures. I take this humble opportunity to thank all my colleagues who have actually worked really very hard to organize this event, put up a great show, day and night. They've been behind the cameras. You know, earlier we used to say behind the scenes. Now I'm saying behind the cameras on the laptops, and you know, working since morning till afternoon till evening. You know, doing the rehearsals, planning, and coordinating with different schools. It's a job which needs dedication and consistency. And I congratulate my team for ensuring that everything has been put up in the right place. Thank you so very much, team, and I look forward for your future support as well. I take this opportunity to congratulate all the participating schools and thank their mentors and the principals who have ensured worthy participation in this competition, making it a grand successful. I also take this opportunity to thank all the dear spectators, my dear students who are here, probably not visible to us, but behind the scenes, they are there, they are watching us, and they are learning something new. So I just want to tell you a small message for all my Balbhavanites and young energetic students. Keep learning, keep trying, and keep growing. Don't stop. And that's the aim and that's the mission. Believe me, all of you have the spark and you can do it. Together, we will create a world where all of us can have fantastic living with, you know, minimum problems. Thank you so very much for being here this afternoon, everybody. Thank you once again, esteemed chief guest and the panel of judges to take out the time to come here in this virtual event. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable opinion. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of this event. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience. We wish you good health. Thank you.